What's going on, everyone? MetalBlade427 here, and I present to you Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Final Mix Remix. In the last episode, we were able to expose the keyhole to Traverse Town, and then by fighting back the guard armor, which transformed into the opposite armor, we were able to defeat that and lock Traverse Town from the Heartless. This way they can't come on in here and blow it up like they have been through pretty much all the other worlds. That doesn't mean we're not going to find Heartless here later, it's just that for now, this town is clear. Also, one thing that I forgot to do in the last episode was kind of do these candle things. I do have the Blizzard spell. I've had the Blizzard spell for a while. So why don't we take care of that really quickly, because I want to get what's in that chest back there now that I have the ability to. Using the Blizzard spell, you're able to put out these candles pretty much permanently in a sense, so I was able to nail those two, and the you did it sound was able to tell me that, well, I did it. Inside of the chest that I've been waiting so patiently for is a defense up. You know what, those stat boosting items and everything, you know, you can't go wrong with them. As soon as you get them, make sure you use them. I've also included a bunch of, or added a bunch of items to Sora's stock in case I needed them. But, you know, anything that increases my stats, always welcome, no matter what. That's why we have the accessories and those boosting items and all kinds of fun things along that ways. Oh, speaking of accessories, now that I left and came out of the accessory shop and I'm going back in, after that extremely random scene with Pinocchio, that really didn't need to be there, but was there nonetheless, we have Sid's assistant, and who has taken his role behind the counter, and apparently he thinks that we've met him before, but I have no idea who he is. I can't put my finger on who the heck this guy is supposed to be. Like, why would he say that to us? But from here on out, in case we want any accessories from this shop, this is where he's going to be. He doesn't have anything new because the shops haven't upgraded yet, which they're not going to do until we finish the next world. Speaking of the next world, I think that we should probably take our moment and jump to the Gummi ship and board it, so this way we can actually fly off to new places. There's a tournament being held at the Coliseum. I hear there's a great reward for the winner. So Chip and Dale will pretty much jump on screen every so often to inform you about all the new stuff that's going to be happening at the Coliseum. So yeah, things are going to start popping up. The Phil Cup is currently available at the Coliseum. We're still a little too weak in order to take down all the things that I want to do with it, so we're not going to worry about it for right now. But if you wanted to go, you now notice that you have two options. You have normal drive and warp drive. Warp drive turns your little reticle thing into a purple color. This completely bypasses all flying you have to do between these points. Getting to a new place, you still got to fly. So to get to this warp hole, you got to fly, and to the other one, you got to fly. But if you've been there already, you can just warp. These warp holes will take you to new areas. This one will go right around here, and the orange one will go right around here. Ideally, the orange one is where you want to go to, because that's where it's going to take you to the next logical place to go. So why don't we take the warp drive to the Coliseum, so you can see how this works. All systems go. And ludicrous speed! There we go, right outside the Coliseum. So if you want to jump in and do anything with that, by all means, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to select world, and I am going to choose the warp hole as my destination, even though you have to physically go into the hole yourself. If you miss it, then you're just going to keep flying to wherever the next planet is. In this case, it would be Deep Jungle. Also, equipped a radar gummy. Note, bottom left corner. So if you look at my wing, I've changed around my gummy ship a little bit. There is this little radar dish there, and all that really does is kind of tell me what's coming at me, ships and items and things along that ways. I honestly don't even look at it. It's more there for my own personal enjoyment. And yeah, you can look at it and see where everything is and whatnot, but otherwise I'm just generally looking straight ahead. Also, I want to correct a little bit. I kept using the word laser last time I was talking about my Gummi ship. It's cannons and laser. So I have two lasers and two cannons, and look at this. Looks suspicious. Maybe it leads to another world. I think it does. So make sure you go into it instead of passing it like I almost did right there. Because not only did I upgrade all of my guns and ships and shooting things and whatnot, but I also have more, propulsion, I guess you can say. I have a Firaga engine and two Fyra engines on my Gummi ship. So I'm moving at a much faster rate than I was before, which makes these long journeys a lot easier to handle. Plus, there's just so many things coming at me. I'm just firing off my lasers left and right, trying to keep my power up, trying to keep my armor up, and honestly, it's just a matter of collecting and enjoying shooting things, but I have no other purpose other than to fly through these things and blow them up with whatever means I have necessary. So yeah, I have a comet laser, I have a meteor laser, I have a thunder cannon that fires straight, and a Thundara cannon that fires left and right. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a Thundaga cannon soon, if I haven't already. I don't think so. And we'll put that on there. But until that time comes, as you can see ahead of us, we are coming up upon our next world. It should look very familiar to a lot of people, especially those that have seen the movie. It was a fairly popular movie. So why don't we disembark on this new planet and see what wonders awaits us. Ooh. The nights, like the days, more often than not, are hotter than hot here in Agrabah.
And the keyhole?
The Heartless are searching for it now. I'm certain we'll find it soon enough. So that just leaves...
Jafar! I've looked everywhere for Jasmine. She's disappeared like magic.
The girl is more trouble than she's worth.
You said you had things under control.
Agrabah is full of holes for rats to hide in. But why worry about Princess Jasmine? With her, or without her, surely this world will be ours when we find the keyhole.
We need all 7 princesses of heart to open the final door. Any fewer is useless.
Well, if the princess is that important, we'll find her. Find Jasmine, and bring her to me at once.
Don't steep yourself in darkness too long. The heartless consume the careless.
Your concern is touching, but hardly necessary.
I gotta tell you, I love the way that the Heartless are starting to look like the planet that we're on, you know, try to keep with the theme around it. So that's what brings us to these guys. These are Bandit Heartless. 39 to 120 HP, 7 to 90 experience. These are Heartless that mostly appear in Agrabah. They can travel under the sand. They attack deftly with a long sword. Attack them with caution. The Bandit Heartless are very ruthless. They love to constantly be like at you full force. They have multiple ways to hit you from all different angles, whether they're up close to you swinging or a long distance of them throwing their sword. You also got to watch out because they'll put up their swords in a defensive stance, thus knocking you off balance and basically trying to counter you or whatnot. There is a counter-attack ability that Sora will get later that'll really be helpful against them, but for right now you just kind of have to keep swinging at them until they drop their guard. Alright, so we have a box right here. Let's open this up. What do we got? We have a Mega Potion. There's a lot of little treasures that are all over the place in Agrabah. And like Jafar said, there's a lot of holes that, you know, rats can hide in, whatever. But we gotta find stuff. Arrow Spell, the poison barrier that absorbs damage. It does consume 2 MP, so it does cause a lot of magic in order to put up, but it is something that'll stay on Sora for a while. I think I'm also going to switch out this blizzard spell with, or the fire spell with the blizzard spell, only because there's a lot of fire-based enemies in this, and even though blizzard doesn't do that much extra damage, it's nice to throw off a group of people with it. Alright, so let's head into the storage room here. We're going to be able to find a few different things, including a chest with another Mega Potion in it. And what you want to do is you definitely want to destroy as many items as you can here in Agrabah. Good catch, Donald. Because they have all different types of money in them. And, well, not different types, a whole amount of money in them. And it's not a bad idea to have a large amount of money. Let's step on this little save point here. And then there's a chest on top of the shelving there that we can't get until we have a Green Trinity. So, note to self, we'll come back to that later. Alright, I know there's more chests in this area, you just kind of have to run around and find them. Also, like I said, make sure you destroy the pots. I destroyed most of them already, so I probably got all the money from the majority of them, but you never know. There's a lot of megas, I like it. Alright, we got some money in here. Wait, big one, come back here. Okay, good. Don't want to lose the big one. And we go over here, and we can't get up there because we don't have sufficient jumping abilities right now. We are going to get a better jump as well. That is just one of the many random abilities that Sora is going to get. And I can't wait till we get it because it'll just make maneuvering around places, well, just easier to have that extra high jump. Why not? Into the next area we go. Normally I would cut out these battles and whatnot, but these are small maps. Unlike Traverse Town, where it was like a rather large map that had a lot of little nooks and crannies in it, this is a small map with a lot of nooks and crannies in it. So the Heartless here, once you defeat them, they'll go away, and then we can kind of work around it from there. Plus, we have a new enemy right in front of us popping out of those. Those are pot spiders, 21 to 60 HP, 2 to 30 experience. They are ordinary pots turned heartless. They lie in wait as ordinary pots, then reveal themselves and attack when their enemies draw near. They are very important creatures in order to farm out and find and whatnot, because there's a very small chance that they drop mithril shards. Mithril shards, I don't know, at least from my personal experience, are probably one of the most important synthesis materials that you can get in this game that these enemies drop, that standard enemies drop, because the mithril shards can be used to make mithrils, which is then used as the main component for stat boosting items. So you'll be able to make power-ups and defense-ups and AP-ups, things along that ways. So anytime you find a mithril shard, consider yourself lucky, because it's one more to add to your collection for you to use later. And I believe it's after we're done with Agrabah that we'll be able to actually finally do the synthesis. So, crossing fingers that we get some good stuff along the way here. And I can't reach up there because, again, I have bad jumping abilities, and the game also right now determines where it wants me to go. Normally, a lot of these paths are already open for you. You can kind of freely move between them, but because this is their first time in the area, there's a lot of closed-off areas and things that it won't let us get to. Like, we're going to be able to go through that door in a little bit, but for right now, it's blocked off by unbreakable boxes and barrels. So there is one area we can go into, but first we're going to go up this pole here towards question mark, question mark, question mark. Inside of this loft-like area, there's a few chests. First one, a scissors G. I don't really remember what that does. I got to look into that because it's a gummy ship. Not like I really cared what it did. And then this one is a megalixir. Very nice. And also in this room, we have this poor, helpless, thing? Guy? Rug? I don't know. Whatever. Let's move this box so we can set him free. Oh, look at him all dancing around and everything. Oh, and he flies too. That's pretty cool. The carpet flew off for the desert, but let's explore the city more. Yeah, Donald, let's just completely ignore the fact that we just witnessed a flying carpet. You know, we need to explore the city. Screw the flying carpet. That's not strange in our book. Before you leave, you want to come to over this side of the area and push this dresser, I guess you can say, over this side to reveal a keyhole that we can now unlock a gate. There's a few of those that we're going to find here in Agrabah, where Sora's key is going to be able to unlock various shortcut points, and that one is probably one of the most well-hidden one in it here. You can actually go through the entire Agrabah without actually unlocking that. I have before, but it's nice. Let's see if I can get myself over to that area, because I know I can make that jump to the left to get that one chest. These guys are just going to get in my way. So, oh, no! Oh, man. I fell. Well, there goes that idea of getting that chest. I'll come back to this area. You're going to be running around a lot in Agrabah. Again, these maps may be small, but they're going to make you kind of go back and forth between them quite a bit. At least it's not as far distance as, like, the deep jungle or anything. Anyway, to the alley we go. We like alleys. We're familiar with alleys.
Who's there? Hello?
I'm Jasmine. My father is the Sultan of Agrabah. Okay. Wait a minute. If he's the Sultan, so that makes you a princess! Very good, Goofy. That's using the old noodle. That he has been disposed by Jafar, who now controls the city. What do you mean by disposed? Did Jafar kill him? Because that's what I think of when you say the word disposed. That didn't happen in the movie. Jafar? You haven't heard of him? He's the royal vizier. He's gained evil powers and seized Agrabah. He's desperately looking for something he calls the keyhole. Jafar caught me trying to escape, but he helped me. He? Who helped you? Yeah, let's What do you mean he? Who's he? We were hiding nearby, but he left a while ago to take care of something. Stop playing the pronoun game! I don't tell me he... Oh, okay. Oh, I hope Aladdin's alright. Finally, we get a name out of you.
Aladdin? Where might I find this street rat? Jasmine, allow me to find you more suitable company, my dear princess. These little rats won't do, you see.
Jasmine, run!
Ah, the boy who holds the key.
And Jafar throws some bandits at us to pretty much cause various forms of confusion, which is really just a forced battle that we gotta go with. Actually, we don't need to fight these guys, but it does help. There's a bunch of things that we're gonna need to be able to do in this area in order to move forward, but you can't do them while you're in the middle of a fight. And that box just crushed under my weight. Sword needs to lose weight. More Heartless. Come on, let's go. Go away, Shadows. And Donald, keep blasting them with your thunder. That's fine by me. Alright, so now that the command bar is blue, I'm able to do stuff like open up this chest, getting a Mega Potion, and over there is another keyhole that we can unlock. This will actually unlock a gate on the other side of those platform things right there. And those like windowsill things are held up by very flimsy boards, so you have to jump quickly across them. They will reset, so you don't think that when they go down, they're permanently down. But if you stand on them too long, they will fall, and you will fall, and then you'll have to do it again, which can be frustrating. There you go. Stunned him. Get him. There you go. Done and done. I want to reach level 21. Man, I'm so close. I don't even know how close I am, but I have to be really close to level 21. No. Pot spiders, go away. Give me Mithril. Mithril? No. They do give a good amount of money. So if you're short on money or whatever, you know, pot spiders are also really good for that as well. So they're just the gifts that just keep on giving. I'm also slightly lost at this point because the problem with Agrabah is because there's so many little holes and whatnot that you kind of lose your way a bit, and there was nothing that really told me where I needed to go. I would assume at this point you were supposed to go up into that loft area, that question mark, and release the carpet, because him flying to the desert was the clue that I would need in order to go back to, well, go to the next area. It helps that a lot of these areas are also blocked off, so you don't have to keep backtracking too many times. So let's head out to the plaza, and we are going to be heading to the desert. Now, beforehand of anything, we are going to... Do I want to go and save? Oh, wait, you know what? I don't actually need to go and step on the save point, because once you head out into the desert, there's actually a small little save point out there. Nothing that you can get to the Gummi ship from, but you can touch it nonetheless to replenish your health and magic and whatnot. Hey, it's Carpet. He came back for us. Very nice. Alright, so this guy right here, might as well do a Disney introduction because we kind of missed a few other ones, is Carpet. First appearance, Aladdin, 1992. A magical flying carpet loyal to Aladdin. Carpet can carry passengers over the vastness of the desert at great speed. The Heartless had Carpet pinned to the floor under a chest. Oh, so the Heartless put him there? Oh, that's so sad. I'm glad that we were able to get there and rescue him, and he's going to be able to bring us to where we need to go. The next area is going to be kind of another one of those forced fights, but I'm actually going to use my summon ability in there because it does make things a little bit easier. The only problem with using the summons is it kind of goes really quickly. You have to be in a right spot, and if those bandits hit you while you're trying to do the attack, then you're going to drop out of it, and it's almost a waste. But we're going to see how this works. It wants us to come along, so all aboard. Away we go. Alright, let us step to the side, prep our summon to go. We have Donald, Goofy, everyone's alive. We have 3 party members. Let's do it. Bring forth Simba, the mighty lion. So now as I run around, triangle becomes the word charge. I hold triangle to build up the charge gauge, let it go, and he roars and everybody goes kablooey. But then if you watch his gauge, his MP goes away really, really fast. So I was only able to get one good shot out of him. Think of it as with this fight is after everybody dies, it automatically goes to a cutscene. So I wanted to get those items that were happened to be on the sand at the time. Also another item over there to the left that I should probably go after, but I'm going to knock down these guys. Watch Goofy gain another level. I think he has the most HP out of anybody in the group right now. And that arrow spell, oh man, it helps a whole lot. These guys, they can do some major damage if you're not paying attention, and the arrow spell will knock it down quite a bit, thus keeping you in the game a lot longer. Alright, done and done. Sweet.
Gosh, not again!
There's only 2 of them. Like, we can take care of that, no problem.
Genie, get rid of these guys!
Wish number 1 coming right up!
Seems like a waste of a wish when we could have just done that ourselves. I can think of a whole lot better things to do with wish number 1. Like, make me level 100.
I see. Thanks, Sora.
Aladdin, what are you doing out here?
Same old stuff. Hunting legendary treasure. Just paid a visit to the Cave of Wonders. I found that magic carpet. And this lamp. Legend has it that whoever holds the lamp can summon...
Please, kid, leave the intros to a professional. The one and only Genie of the Lamp. Rub-a-dub-dub the lamp and have your dearest wishes granted. Today's winner is Aladdin. Congratulations.
I think I'm gonna have a seizure.
Patience, my fine feathered friend. Any 3 wishes. Oh, 1 wish, a 2 wish, a 3 wish. Then I make like a banana and spin it. Our lucky winner made his first wish.
And let me tell you what a doozy that wish was.
So he has 2 left. So, Master, what'll you have for wish number 2?
How about making me a fabulously wealthy prince?
Whoa! Money, royalty, fame! Why didn't I do that? Okay, you asked for it. 100 servants and 100 camels loaded with gold. Just say the word and I'll deliver it in 30 minutes or less, or your meal's free! Hey, I'll even throw in a cappuccino.
No thanks.
Okay.
I think I'll put that on hold until we reach Agrabah.
Oh, why a prince?
You see, there's this girl in Agrabah named Jasmine.
There's always a girl.
But she's a princess. And she could never fall for a guy like me.
Jasmine?
Oh, that's right. She's in trouble, Aladdin.
What? Well, come on, let's get going.
Well, that got the sand out of your pants then. Alright, so now we have Aladdin on our team, who I'm actually going to replace Donald Duck with, and there's a good reason behind that. He doesn't have much healing techniques to him, but he does have a lot of other good abilities built in, and I'll go over that once I actually talk about Aladdin at a later time frame.
Fresh air, the great outdoors.
I guess you don't get out much, huh?
Comes with a job. Phenomenal cosmic powers, itty-bitty living space. It's always 3 wishes, then back to my portable prison. I'm lucky to see the light of day every century or 2.
Say, Genie, what if I use my last wish to free you from the lamp? What do you think?
You do that?
Genie, it's a promise. After we help Jasmine.
And well, bam, we are dropped right back into it with fights against Heartless, including a new guy. Big one right there. That is a fat bandit. He has a lot of HP at this point in the game. 240 to 300. Give you 20 to 240 experience as the game goes on. Drops a bunch of different things, some good stuff, very similar to a large body. He's a Heartless that mostly appears in Agrabah. They are well balanced offensively and defensively. Besides strong physical attack, they use fire and they block attacks against them. Their movement is their weakness, which means he doesn't really have that much of a chasing ability on you. He doesn't like follow you around and whatnot. But just like the large bodies, they are immune to physical attacks from the front. You gotta hit him in the head or hit him in the back, and then you gotta also hit him with magic attacks. Fire attack do less damage to them than anything else, so keep that in mind. A good blizzard attack will actually knock them off balance, especially if they're building up a very strong technique. But there we go. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it an episode right here. There's still a bunch of things to do around Agrabah, and in the next one I will go over our newfound friend Aladdin, who is standing right next to us. So there will be more to see, more to do, and more to come. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to rate and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can get equipped with me, MetalBlade427. Until the next episode, everyone, you have a good one, and I will catch you all later.